School Automotive back again today, guys. I just want to talk a little bit about engine spacers. So if you guys aren't real familiar with messing around with a really older engine like this that has a distributor and a carburetor on top and stuff, this spacer that you see, this wooden thing on top of my intake manifold, can change the characteristics of how it acts in different scenarios, off the line, full wide open throttle, and all that. This manifold is a dual plenum, and that is a dual plenum spacer that's on there. I've tried the open ones. I've tried a slightly shorter dual plenum that is like a composite material, and I don't think it worked quite as well. The one thing I've never tried, though, is the old 4-hole spacer. So I got my hands on one of these here today. It's a pretty quick job to change this thing out. I'm even going to reuse the old gaskets myself. But anyway, one thing to keep in mind is when you do put a spacer on, and the reason for it is, especially on a smaller classic car like this, is to keep the carburetor cool under this small hood compartment. In like a truck or something, it really tends to be a whole lot less of an issue, mostly because you can fit a bigger intake on it. But with a small compartment like this, you can only fit a like a low to mid-rise intake manifold on it. You can't go like air gap on it or anything. So one of the options is to run a spacer like this or an insulator, whatever you want to call it. This one you're looking at is probably more of an insulator. However, whenever you add one, like I was about to say, keep in mind you're adding plenum volume. And so what does that mean? Basically, that means that what it means to me is when you stab the throttle wide open, there's more air in there that the fuel has to take up for, or the fuel mixed air has to take up for. And it can cause somewhat of a lean condition sometimes. That's one of the reasons I'm going to change this out today. I think that might be happening on this car. I currently run my accelerator pump and the full as much fuel as you can possibly get position, and I don't think that should be necessary for what we're looking at right here. So I'm going to try changing this out. That's definitely going to reduce the plenum volume a fair amount. And the other thing that a 4-hole spacer will do for you on a carbureted setup is that it will actually speed up the air as it's moving past, specifically at lower RPMs. And this is a 289. It does have fancy stuff, and it's bored a little bit over, so it might be like a 296 or 292 or something. It doesn't matter. Anyway, small V8. So, and I'm running a 650 carburetor, which a lot of people would say go bigger, but in my opinion, especially for a street car, like this is not a race car, I drive it on the streets. That's probably a little much on the carburetor. That's what I could get. I got it for free with my top end package here from Edelbrock. Anyway, we're going to change this out today and see if we get any difference. In my guess here, I'm going to have to say that we're going to see negligible difference, hardly to be felt. But I've been surprised before. I will get back to you guys, let you know how it turned out. Thanks. Like and subscribe for more.